Hi, I'm Heather Harrell, Learning and Development Officer at Pentucket Bank. And today we're going to learn about the history of money with the help from one of my favorite books. 1 cent, 2 cents, old cent, new cent. I'm the Cat in the Hat, and you know something funny? We're about to have fun learning all about money. Where does it come from? Can you answer that, please? I will give you a hint. It does not grow on trees. Just 1 penny each it will cost you to see the Museum of Money step up and pay me. People bartered to buy things in ancient times. They did not have pennies or nickels or dimes. This meant that a beekeeper might want to swap his store of honey for a farmer's wheat crop. If the farmer liked honey, a deal could be struck. If the farmer liked jam, it was the keeper's bad luck. People would fight over deals that they made. Was this a good swap? Did I make a fair trade? Do you sometimes trade things with your friends if they have something that you like and you have something that they like? I used to trade pencils with my friends. Perhaps that is why money was invented. It was easier to use and decay was prevented. It was easy to carry and count, and what's more, it was easy to save and was easy to store. What's an old form of money? I'm so glad you asked me. I'll give you a hint. It came from the sea. Seashells were used to barter and trade. A handful of shells and you had it made. Can you imagine using seashells that come from the sea to buy things with? That's pretty neat, huh? Feathers and eggs and leather and jade are some of the things from which money was made. But eggs could get scrambled and leather got dirty. Money needed to last and be solid and sturdy. So people mined ore, copper, silver, and gold. They melted it down, poured it into a mold. In the shape of a bar, these ingots were made. Folks hauled them around and would use them in trade. In the kingdom of Lydia, part of Turkey, you see, the Lydians made ingots in 900 BC. Then someone in Lydia had a brainstorm. Make metal coins, a far handier form. We've dug up these coins all over the place. Each coin has a lion's head stamped on its face. The Lydians were sailors, and you may have read that's how the use of their coins might have spread. Here is a fact I am happy to tell you. Folks other places began to make coins too. In China, the farthest of far eastern places, some coins shaped like cowries had lines on their faces. Other coins contained holes for a string to pass through, so coins could be carried together with you. A string of such coins added up to a cash. You tied up the string on a belt or a sash. In Greece, they stamped coins with various things, like a Pegasus, the horse who had wings. This coin has an owl on its face, and my guess is it stood for Athena, the wisest goddess. Now, even today, some heads of state put their heads onto coins like Caesar the Great. Here is a fact that we think is so neat. Money's made in a mint, not the kind that you eat. Thing 1 and thing 2 are about to mint dimes. Mints work much the same as in ancient times. How to make a dime, 1 step at a time. This is brought to you by thing 1 and thing 2. Heat metals together until they are hot and melted to goop inside of a pot. Pour goop in a cast, also known as a mold. Strike goop with an image before it turns cold. Remove from the cast, oh, isn't this funny? Time to have fun with your shiny new money. Ancient kept money where they prayed and gave thanks. In this way, the temples became the first banks. To temple you went to save or to borrow for as long as 2 years or as short as tomorrow. Interest is the name for the fee that you owe to the bank for the money they loan you, you know. When your money is saved in a savings account, the bank then pays you a smallish amount. This smallish amount that the bank pays to you is the interest you've earned, and it's only your due. Do you have a savings account where you keep your money? The smallest coin ever is so hard to see. See the Indian phantom next to that BB? You would think that they might lose count of their hoard, but dents in some wood make a neat counting board. From the islands of Yap come the heaviest ones, limestone coins 8 feet wide, each weighing 3 tons. That's big. Carrying these coins, some Yap ship sank. Could you fit a Yap coin in your piggy bank? I don't know, 8 feet wide. Do you think that would fit in this piggy bank? Probably not. Traveling to parts of the New World with me, here are some Spanish coins I would like you to see. Spain's explorers sent home from the New World as freight, golden doubloons and pieces of 8. The most valuable coins in those parts were these. To steal them, some pirates sailed all 7 seas. American settlers minted coins such as these, stamped with the image of local trees. For money, the natives strung seashells and beads into belts of wampum for their trading needs. When it became a new nation and free, the United States minted its own currency. I have some with me. As you see, I have many. The kind that I have is the little red penny. It was made in the year 1793. Here's one that's a half cent you might like to see. Half cent, that's very interesting. Here is another one, it's also red. It's the penny we know as the Indian head. In 1909, that's the year I am thinking, we began to mint pennies with the face of Abe Lincoln. So see, here's a penny. It's Abe Lincoln, he's our 16th president. During World War II, a brave time I do feel, pennies were made out of zinc-coated steel. We needed the copper for wartime, but then after the war, we used copper again. Some pennies I've shown you from so long ago are worth nearly $1,000 or so. Here is a great word you can add to your list. A collector of coins is a numismatist. Numismatist. Such a hard word to say. Pennies to dollars, we mint the whole range, but mostly we use all these coins to make change. It's paper that's king, but paper gets rotten, so we make paper money from linen and cotton. When you study your money, and these days who bothers, you will find on its faces our nation's fathers. What's the dollar sign mean? Could it be? Take a guess. Does it come from a U printed under an S? My numismatist friend has told me of late it might come from the Spanish pieces of 8. Interesting. On the 10,000 bill, you will find the face of Abe Lincoln's treasurer, Salmon Portland Chase. Will you find one around? No, you probably won't. They no longer print bills of the size. No, they don't. If they print them again, do you think that maybe they might use the face of the Cat in the Hat? Do you think that they would use the Cat in the Hat on a $10,000 bill? I don't think so, probably not. So I hope you enjoyed this book as much as I do. If you have any questions or would like to learn more about money, if you would like to ask an adult, to click on the link below and a member of our team will be in touch. Thank you, have a great day.